and life. Yes, I mean, in this period, I don't know what you think, but in this period, there is one new skill that suddenly appear in the work world, which is, going on camera, having a webcam, a microphone, the lights, during the Zoom calls. Sometimes I see these people that you can't even see them, or I can't hear you, or so
Yeah.
you need some knowledge now, is it?
Absolutely. You have to get with the new technology and the new apps that, that can help us communicate with everybody.
Yeah, is both, I would say, for outside, so social media marketing when you want to communicate with your clients or potential clients, but also inside, with my team. If you have a horrible communication all the time and you can't hear the audio, I mean, after a while, it become a frustrating experience. So I think setting up everyone. So a new business model, a new business idea should be, just set up the right equipment for all of your workflow for workforce, because it's otherwise it's tricky. It's difficult to work. I mean, this is the truth. Where are you?
I'm in New York. I'm based
All
in
right.
New York, and it's a beautiful day actually out. It's
Oh,
gorgeous.
okay. How is the situation with the lockdown and everything?
Well, it's been crazy. I'm not gonna lie, and it's like this throughout the whole United States. But of course, you got to see the bright side of it, and with the whole stuff that was going on with the world's health situation, it's kind of like getting a little easier. But now with the new movement of what happened, which is something crazy, it's a little crazy. Let's say what's going on outside, but let's say things happen for a reason, and let's hope these can take us to a better tomorrow.
Yeah, yeah. Also, this is crazy for US because on one side COVID, and on the other side the death of this man. And
Absolutely.
I was reading today an article about some retailers. They were so happy they could start to reopen in some
Hmm.
places, and now
Yeah.
they close again because they scared of thefts
What's
or
going on? Yes. I mean, that's a
crazy situation.
situation. Yeah, I'm hoping that this is definitely gonna set a stop for whatever situation that was going on in the United States, and it's gonna be the next step for a better future for our kids and our grandkids. So everything happens for a reason.
Yeah, definitely.
It needed
And
to happen,
also,
maybe.
and this also happens in US during the political campaign, which is another crazy thing, because then obviously politicians, they use sometimes effect for their campaign. So it is a tricky period. But great entrepreneurs, I mean, you see great entrepreneurs during this period, I would say. So how did you react to the old situation?
Well, I think that you can call yourself an entrepreneur or a winner or a warrior, whatever you do, when you can actually show your skills. Your skills, you don't show your skills when you are on the top. You can show your skills when you have to show them, when it's time for you to execute whatever knowledge you have. So I think that at this moment right now, it's the best time for you to show your skills and give the best that you can, and gather as much information you can, because as you know, the world changes and we have to change along with the world. We just can just keep living in the past and then just keep working or using the same tools that we used to use 10 years ago. We have to just keep up with technology, keep up with new things that are coming, adjust to the world, and just be kind of like the animal chameleon that changes the
Yeah.
colors depending on the surroundings. Well, that's exactly the way I manage things. I just transform for a better tomorrow, and I just read a lot. I actually get real news, not fake news from fake channels. I rather just get my own thoughts together and not let other people get into my brain with whatever they think, whatever their fears are their fears. Because when you have knowledge, you have power, and you feel secure, and that security within you, of course, is gonna bring a lot of good things into your future.
What was the main what were the main actions that you took with your company during this COVID, when it started to spread, when the lockdown started? Because honestly, I'm an entrepreneur too, and I was surprised. I mean, I was not surprised by the possibility of a pandemic, but I was surprised by the fact that the
Oh no.
world what was
Shut
locked
down.
down, like shut down. So I was not ready
Like a
for it. I
movie.
didn't think, yeah, like a movie.
Like a movie.
Crazy, crazy.
Absolutely.
For instance,
I
I
mean,
give you an idea. Yeah, one interesting. Where I live in Brighton, in UK, there is one place that was not shut down, not even during the war, and it was shut
wow.
down now. So it was
Wow.
something for me very surprising. So what did you do? What were the first things that you did in your company?
Within my business, what
Yeah,
I did is just, I of course, because I saw it coming since December, I made sure that I had enough inventory to be able to fulfill the orders. And of course, you have to do projective sales and know how much, how many sales are going to come out within the next 3 months, 4 months. Um, and I made sure that I was good for at least 3 to 4 months when it comes to having enough inventory ready to ship. That was one of the biggest steps that I took, because if it wasn't for that, then forget about it. Because my brand is shopjahaira.com, is an underwear body shapewear company. So everything it's done online. So everything is shipped out. We don't have like open stores. So that actually helped me, because if it was for like a mall or something, a place at the mall and stuff like that, it would be a little difficult for me to be able to say, hey, at least we sold something. No, but we did really good online, thank the Lord. Yes, because I took that step ahead of time, because I'm the kind of person that like to think, what if, and let's have a plan A, B, and C, just in case.
got it,
Always,
got it.
always.
And how did you deal with the supply chain to have the products actually produced? Because a big problem that I saw with a lot of friends was that finally they say, all right, we're ready to reopen, but all the production is
They
not
don't
in
have anything.
place. Yeah.
Yes, that's
So
what I'm
how did you
saying.
do it? Yeah. So how did
Ordering
you deal
ahead of
with
time.
yeah. All right.
Ordering ahead of time. Make sure your projected sales have to be on point. Make sure what you're gonna do. The next step that you're gonna take for your business is going to bring you this amount of sales, this amount of new customers, or this amount of reorders. So you do projective sales, and you know the amount of merchandise that you have to manufacture for you to be ready for a situation like this. And thank the Lord, I didn't make a mistake. It's actually a big plus that I did that.
Great choice, a smart choice. And what about the stores? You don't have stores, so you are only online. So you didn't have
Everything's
the
online.
disruption. Great. So that was
Absolutely,
already
yes.
very
Thank the
good.
Lord.
And
Absolutely.
did you see a growth with the traffic, or a decrease because people maybe they are at home and they say, look, I'm not buying, I don't know, shoes or anything, because anyway I'm in lockdown, so I don't need anything. What was the
Right.
situation?
Well, I saw a decrease like around March. Around March, I saw a decrease, but then it went back up. So, but it made up like all the sales. It came back in May. So I'm good, thank the Lord. But yeah, I saw a decrease in March.
Got it. By the way, the explosion of social media with fashion brands, or I saw Kylie, for instance, creating $1 billion empire, only leveraging her brand,
Right.
is really exploded. What are you doing on social media? Are particular strategies that are you doing? Where are
Very
you
important.
more active? Is it Instagram? Is it, I don't know, Pinterest for your product? Where are you doing and what are you doing?
Well, combining all the social media accounts, Yahaira Inc. has almost 700,000 followers. Um, Honestly, it's customer service. For me, customer service is top. Just making sure that the customer knows that there is someone behind that cell phone or that computer. That if you have a question, we're there. Also with our customers, what I encourage my customers to do is just to contact us in case if they have a question in regards of the size or the style before they place the order, because I want them to get the perfect size right away so they can love my product. That's, to me, it's key. Just having one-to-one communication with my customers. Super important.
Got it. How about the size? Because I have a dear friend of mine in the lingerie
Company.
business, and
Okay.
they always have problem with sizes. There are so many sizes for bras. I as a man, I didn't realize that there are so many
you don't
sizes.
have you don't have to worry about that.
No, I never worried about that. And I thought, like small, medium, big. That's it. That was in my head. And she
Right.
say, man, you have no idea. There are so many different. So sizes is a nightmare. So how do you
It is.
deal with sizes and refunds and all the problematic connected with that?
Absolutely. Well, first of all, you have to keep the correct information in your website. Make sure that all the policies are on the website. Of course, make sure that the size chart is accurate. Make sure you have a section on your website just for that. In my website, shopjahaira.com, you're going to see my size, my style tab. It's just for that. If you have any questions, again, we encourage our customers to give us a call. We're literally from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Saturdays, live, someone live actually talking to you, because other
Right.
companies, they just put a phone number in there and you can leave the message and they contact you within 48 hours. Come on, you need a real person giving you real answers right away when you need them, right? So that's why we have so many people on the phone all the time. We have social media reps helping us out, answer all the questions, sizing, and I develop a way for my customers to uh, get the perfect sizes by knowing their weight, their height, and their pant size. And just with that, we know how their body weight is distributed, so we can advise them to get the perfect size and the perfect style too.
Got it. But you growing very well. I mean, let's take away this COVID period, which is crazy for everyone. I mean, it's crazy for Disney, it's crazy for Airbnb. I mean, it's crazy for everyone. But you are going really really strong. Why do
Yes,
you
thank
think
you.
you growing so well? What's your unique selling proposition? What's the difference between you and the other player? What do you think it is?
Well, I I've always been different in every single thing that I do. When I came out with the idea of Happy Butt number 7, which is my biggest seller, it's a body shaper that it's made without seams, zippers, or metals or anything like that. So I kind of changed and reinvented the undergarment or body shapers. And I was granted different patents because of this design. A patent which it has a long story, and how did we got not one but many patents on that style in particular, which is Happy Butt number 7. And then from then we took that patent and we just transformed it and made many different embodiments.
Right.
So just starting from that, I like to be different. So because when you are trying to be like someone else, or when you are trying to look like someone else, then it won't be you. It will be a copy of that person, because you don't want to be like, I mean, me personally, I like to be, if someone is going this way, I'm going this way, but my way, with my knowledge. So I gather a lot of information. I make sure I'm different, but my merchandise has to work. And for that, of course, I work many crazy hours a week. I'm a workaholic. I wake up at 7 in the morning. I go back to sleep until I finish. 2, 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning. I see the sun. I don't care, because I know that's going to be good in the future. So for me, that I something that I thought that it was really good to add to the company shopjahara.com is to put my face in every single commercial. As
Mm.
I tell my customers, why will I put my face in a commercial and actually sell you a product that doesn't work, right? If I put my face in a commercial and I tell you my name, and of course I'm telling you that does work, because it did work for me. When I after I gave birth, I gained a lot of weight, of course. I had a C-section. It was complicated. I gained a lot of weight, but I was able to put on my body shaper after I was the doctors gave me the okay, and I lost the 60 pounds, of course, with good diet, exercising, and wearing my body shaper. And right now I'm 125 pounds, and I can tell you it does work. So by me putting my face to my brand, so people have an affiliation of, okay, shopjahaira.com is Yahaira, so they know this is the founder, this is her story. So I think that's definitely a big plus, because it's different nowadays with, scammers out there, right? Like fake
Yeah.
websites where you don't know if that's real, right? You go on
Yeah.
on the ads, you go, you see an ad, like, I don't know if I should click on that because I don't know if that's even real. I don't know if they're gonna scam you, right? So by me putting my face and telling my customers, you can only place your order at shopjahaira.com. Then they see shopjahaira.com on the bottom, they go and click on that, and it takes them to shopjahaira.com. So that automatically, I'm giving my customers or my potential customers that later, a couple of minutes later, will be my customers, um, the feeling of that they're dealing with me.
Got it.
It's
Got it.
me. You can give me a call. So that's very important for a company. Just if you have the opportunity to affiliate your story to it, even if you don't want to go on a video and a commercial, just put your story in the about section. Tell them your story. How did everything came out? Like, just people like to know those things because people like to get personally. People want to get to know how did you come out with that, you know? So that's
And
the
also,
key, being different.
I love it. I love it. I love the idea that once you put a face, and if you are a serious person, I mean, you don't want to
Trust.
put your face on something that doesn't work. So that's very important. But also, I mean, you put your face, and in the beginning, I thought, probably she's only, the face of the product, and that's it. But then you are really involved into it, and I
Oh,
saw also
absolutely.
the invention part. Tell me about it.
Oh, that's a long story. Well, I was born and raised in Colombia. I'm Colombian,
Right.
but
Oh
I
my
live in
gosh,
New York.
I'm watching in this moment, just related with Colombia, Narcos. I never watched it. So all the
The
Pablo
Netflix,
Escobar, yeah. So
like a series, like a
I'm in
series.
Colombia every day at the moment.
Oh, bueno, so, ¿hablas un poquito
Watch.
español o no? Poquitito?
Poquito.
Okay. So, I mean, the patent story, it's a long story, but just to make it a little, not so long, I came out with the idea out of pure necessity. I came to the United States looking for a better future when it came to my music career. I sing, and I'm also a songwriter. So as I was going to shows and TV shows and lots of appearances, I was always concerned about the way my body looked, and I was always uncomfortable using other undergarments, and they all were very uncomfortable, visible on the clothing. They flatten my buttocks area. They all roll down. So these are the issues that you don't have to worry
Right.
about, right? We
No.
do. We girls do. Okay. So I was like, you know what? Let me look for one. I couldn't find one. I'm like, okay. So I'm the kind of person that when I see a necessity, I see an opportunity and I take it. And I took it. So my husband and I, what we did, we just started calling. I started calling lots of attorneys. Hey, listen, I'm Yahaira. I would like to invent the most innovative undergarment in the world. Blah 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 blah. This is what the garment is about. Listen, we don't talk to foreigners. Click. Or like, hey, listen, I hear an accent going on. Sorry, we don't do international patents. Click. Jesus, I'm in New York.
Crazy.
Hi, yes, hi, I'm Jahaira. Well, if you want, my advice will be that you put that money that you're gonna put in a patent, just put it in a ticket, a flight ticket, so you can go back to your country, or
Oh,
just get
come on.
an English. Go get English classes or something like that. And I'm like, Jesus, I have an accent. What's wrong with an accent? I'm different. That's, it's okay to have an accent. It's okay to be different. That's what makes you, right? So, anyways, everybody was just hanging out in front of me. I'm like, what else? So let's write it ourselves. That's not gonna stop me. No one is gonna tell me who I am when I know who I am. So my husband and I, we went to the bookstore and we got the book Patent It Yourself. Patent It Yourself. What an amazing book. So we just read the whole book. I learned how to do the drawings, and we wrote the patent, and we got an attorney that finally believed in me, which I was very impressed. He believed in us, and he wrote the claims for us. Um, and that's it. And when we got the opportunity to fight for the patent, because it was another patent that was back from like the 90s that looked similar, but it had stitches all over. So I had to go along with my 4 year. Back then he was like 1.5. My husband and we went with an attorney to Washington, and I asked for I scheduled an appointment with the examiner, Catherine, to hear me out. I'm like,
Right.
listen, hear me out. This is why mine is different, and that whatever you compare it with, it's not true. And I that night I went to Staples. I did a lot of designs and stuff like that, comparing that the other one and ours, and huge, like this big, like huge. And I just put them right behind me, and I had like the little stick just showing everything. And I had my son watching me fight for what I believe. And I know someday, he's going to probably watch your story, and I can actually your video, and actually see the story. I have everything happen. And I was actually in front of the examiner, in front of my husband, in front of the attorney, in front of my son, just showing why our source
Yeah.
garments, why our garments are so different, right? So we
it's a
got
movie
granted
story. It's a
not
movie
one but
story.
many. Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah,
Can
I
you hear
can
me?
hear you. Yeah.
I can hear you.
Oh,
So we
I,
get granted many patents after that. Not
all
one, we
right.
got many. So a lot of people that did not believe in me, um, I'm not gonna let them stop me, and I will never let anyone stop me. That's why I can tell everyone out there that do not let and allow anyone to stop you and drag you into their negativity, because that's their life. That's not your life. Your life is your choice, because I believe that in life you have the remote control to change the channel to whichever channel you want. If you want to watch violence, go ahead, watch violence your whole life. If you want to watch chill movies, you want to be chill the whole life, be chill your whole life, then go ahead. If you want to watch business and that's the channel you want to watch, click. That's my channel.
I love it. I love it. Can you hear me now?
I can
Can
hear
you hear
you.
me? No? Can you hear me?
No,
Try
I can
to
hear you for some reason.
all right. Just reconnect and so that I can hear you. Oh, man, she's so inspiring. So inspiring. I'm also curious here. We have a chat while we wait for her to come back. We have a one question, interesting question is about e-commerce. I'm also curious to see what does she think about the e-commerce boost, because that's one interesting bit. My opinion is that definitely she will have some great benefit from it. Can you hear me now? Oh, I can't hear you now. Oh my gosh, I can't hear you now. Now I can't hear you. Oh no, I can't hear you. Why? No, I can't hear you. Try, if you can hear me, try to check the settings. Maybe it's just the settings in this app. There is the settings for audio. I don't know if you can hear me now. I can't hear you. Let's check if we can make it happen. Or maybe if you can put those one back, we see if we get it. Let's see. I still can't hear you. Maybe they are out of battery and that's why we lost it. But I know I can't hear you. But if you can hear me, maybe it's just the settings to change here to set the right input in the settings for microphone and speakers. So probably it's just that one to change. I'll let you, if you reconnect, and when you connect, there is just the settings. Try. Let's see if we can make it. And that would be really interesting. I mean, she's an interesting example of businesswoman. And as you see, guys, she knows her stuff. And also, I like the fact. Let's see if we can We can hear her. No, I can't hear you. Something gone. I don't know why. I don't know why. Something is dramatically gone. There is no audio on your side. Gosh, why? There is no audio. Maybe let's see if we can make it happen. Something went off, and I can see you. If you can hear me, do me like this with the head. Yeah, yeah, you can hear me. Great. So I think the only problem is that yeah, in the settings probably there is no right input for the microphone. So that's the only problem I see. When you reconnect now, try this. When you reconnect, there is when you choose your name, you can choose camera and audio, and in the audio settings, you'll see if you speak if the microphone has some lines, and you understand if it's the right input. Let's try, and we see if we are lucky with that. Sometimes it's tricky. All right, let's see. And yeah, it's interesting. So how are you guys? I was counting how many lives did I do in the last period. Did I pass 100 lives? I think so, eh? Only in the last period. I mean, during the last, I don't know, 10 years. I was thinking the other day that I was doing live when the connection was so bad and so difficult, and now it's so much easier. But as you see, sometimes it's not always easy. And the tricky thing is that sometimes you're live and everything works, and then suddenly the audio goes, and here we are. Oh no, gosh, I can't hear you. I don't know why, but I can't. There is something that just went off from this system. Maybe it's Donald Trump that doesn't want us to communicate. I don't know. Oh my gosh. Oh no. I can't hear you. So let's do like this. How about we could maybe reschedule? What do you think? And we just try to we'll try to find a settings, and we can do it. It's probably just a simple change, and that's it. We were working great until the internet cut it off. Yeah, someone, I can't hear you, but if you can hear me, all right, right. Someone, she's saying something. Someone in the chat say is fault of Pablo Escobar. This is was like it was a silly joke. Okay. As Deyanira Kontu says, it would be nice to talk with her, here longer. She's so focused, so inspiring. Yeah, she's really inspiring. So what we'll do, oh no chance. I can't hear anything. But what we can do, if you can hear me, let's try to, right, okay. I'll wait here. Let's see if we can make it happen. I can't hear anything. I can't hear. All right. Let's, okay. Very good. All right. So guys, I'll try to do this. I'll try to reschedule with her because it was really interesting. I'll try to find another moment, and we try to make it happen. All right? Cool. Guys, have a nice day.